What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Devil's Details Diecast Custom Build Series, and today we have a special build here. This build is for the Pink Slip Drag Strip Challenge. Basically what's going on over at Jay's Diecast Creations channel is he is organizing a pink slip drag off. Basically you enter a car, it gets pitted up against another entry. Obviously for the pink slips, it is a random roll-off, as I understand. They roll the dice and the cars move down the track. Whoever wins the other person's casting, and then I guess you're out and you watch the rest of the fun from there. So this is a Hot Wheels Super Smooth. This is an unlicensed vehicle, but it is based off a 1939 GMC, which was made by Tucci Engineering. Alex Tam is the Hot Wheels designer who came up with this one. And as I was going through the fodder box to come up with a car for the Pink Slip Challenge, I noticed in the videos there weren't many trucks. And I said, you know what, I want to enter a truck. I've been in the rat rod phase this year, and I'm loving every minute of it. And I saw this casting and I said, you know, this has got to be the truck. This has got rat rod written all over it. As much as I love the truck as it sits, I mean, it's a beautiful truck. It's got a lot of nice curves. It's got really cool tribal tampo on the back. I said this has got to be my entry. I'm making a drag truck to go up against all these other crazy guys in the community, and away we go. I have a couple of engines picked out. I'm going to see what's going to fit. Of course, this whole hood and front end's got to come off to stuff an engine in there, because drag truck's got to be fast to compensate for some of the weight. And we're going to see what we can come up with, and hopefully take a couple of pink slips along the way. So sit back and relax and enjoy the build. Alright, so we got the Super Smooth taken apart here. It's actually quite tough, even though I had a plastic base, but we got it apart. And going through my engine supply, and we found this, well, I found this Stork Express with this nasty looking dual blower engine on it. Not much detail on the front of it, which kind of sucks, but I figured what better to put a dual blower beefed out engine on than this drag truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill this apart. I've already got mostly apart, and I did notice also that the front was snapped off of this casting. I got this loose at a yard sale or something, or a flea market, so I don't know what the front of this actually looked like at one point. But in any event, we're gonna take this beefy blower and stuff it in here. So I will update you after I get that finished. So I was watching a guy on YouTube using a jeweler saw, not for die cast but for actual jewelry, go figure, and I noticed he used beeswax on his blade. So I needed some blades, and I went on the Amazons and grabbed some of these ones, jeweler saw blades, round back, and they seem kind of like a brass color. You're not gonna be able to see it, you know, that well on here, but they're like a brass color. And I grabbed a package of beeswax as well. So what I figured I would do is just kind of, I don't know how to, he kind of just, you know, coated it with beeswax a little bit. And I'm going to see how much better it is if this kind of acts like a little bit of lubrication, if you will, to not break as many blades and maybe to glide through the die cast a little better. My vise is not within camera reach, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off the front end of this Super Smooth. No pun intended, actually. I'm going to cut this off with the beeswax, jeweler saw blade and see how it works, and I'll report back. Stick around. So here we have the front nose of the super smooth cut off by the jeweler saw, and I have to say I broke the saw blade right at the end. So I pretty much literally went straight through. I started on this corner here, and then worked my way pretty much straight across to get this cut, and hit it on the beeswax block a couple of times. And what I did notice about the beeswax is it does kind of gum up the teeth a little bit, but it does make it smoother on the cuts. And I don't know if it, preserved the blade longer or not, but it, again, normally I'd probably go through a couple of blades trying to cut through all of that material, and I only went through one. So jury's still out on if the beeswax was effective. I'm going to try it on a few more builds and see, but it's a pretty cheap experiment. I got a whole package of beeswax. I'll probably never use it all, and yeah, we'll go from there. So the nose is off. Now we're going to test fit the giant blower engine, which I just did it right now, and looks good to me. So not sure where we're gonna go from here, if we're gonna try to keep these fenders or just put a new clip on the front. This hood's gotta go, obviously. It'll be too big, but stay tuned. Alright, so here we are so far on the drag truck. I did a German gray base coat, which is pretty much what it's going to stay. I'm going to try to lighten it up to kind of make it look more primer. I also did a Tamiya smoke on the inside of the glass, which gives us that nice tinted look without clouding up the outside. Gave the back rims a coat of gray to match the front small rims, and I chromed out the blowers on the engine. I just gotta blacken out the exhaust intakes. I'm sorry, the air intakes. The front clip is drying right now, so I don't have that to show, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this weathered up and ready for the track, and we'll see you on the final reveal, so stay tuned. And if you remember, this is what we started with. A Hot Wheels super smooth, unlicensed vehicle based off a 1939 design from Tucci Engineering. I'm sorry, a 1939 GMC design made by Tucci Engineering. This was designed by Alex Tam over at Hot Wheels. And here's how she came out. And here it is, folks, the 1939 GMC pickup inspired drag truck. Heading over to Jay's Diecast Creations for the roll-off drag strip pink slip challenge. That's a mouthful. All jacked up. Does roll. Had a lot of fun with this one, as I always do. I didn't want to go too much rat rod on it because it is a racing truck, and probably would be mostly fiberglass body, so rust and stuff wouldn't really be a factor here. So I kind of just did a little bit of dirt and oil and some asphalt dust from the track, if you will. Of course, had to throw on my decals here to represent the Devil's Details diecast. Got a couple of bats on the door there, and of course a devil on the back. And that's about it. I hope it performs well. Of course, it's kind of just the luck of the roll of the dice. Can't really do much other than cross your fingers and hope you get the good roll of the dice. So looking forward to seeing how it does and seeing if I have a winner here. And this will be on its way over to Jay's tomorrow. Meanwhile, check out some glamour shots, and until the next one, be well.